So after all this research, we came up with one question. Could we do this ourselves with just a selfie stick and the Insta360 One X2? Hello beautiful people, Hannah here and welcome back to Insta360 TV. So, a couple of years back you might have seen the music video by ASAP Rocky called ASAP Forever and wondered how they shot the opening scenes with the view that's like flipping through New York City. Well, we did a bit of researching and tutorial master Justin Odisho said they might have used something like this. And Cinecom.net's Jordy did a great video where he said he wasn't really sure how it was done and the method was probably out of their reach, so they built a really big wooden rig inside a warehouse and got a pretty good result. Most interestingly, a British filmmaker and former film professor called Tony Hill, we checked his website and it shows him demonstrating a satellite crane that he built a couple of years back. And the ASAP Forever video is listed on his projects page. So after all this research, we came up with one question. Could we do this ourselves with just a selfie stick and the Insta360 One X2? So we are here at location 1 and one thing that we identified in the video is that every time there is a transition, there is an object clearly marking that transition. So we've went DIY style, nothing too fancy, just some tripods, some reflection bounces and some soundproof foaming. But we're doing the best with what we've got. And another thing is we're doing this by hand, so it's going to be a little bit tricky compared to, say, a robotic arm. So something to look out for is just to try and make it really smooth and try and match the same motion for each location so that it's really consistent throughout the whole sequence.
Hannah?
We're here at second location and the reason why we're here is because the ground is different. This is the most important thing for this kind of shot because the camera is facing down, so it doesn't really matter what's above you. It's all about the visuals on the bottom. What do we want in this one? We're into like an award. We're well and truly in magic hour now, but the sun is coming down quickly, so we're going to change things up a little bit with more colours with the flowers compared to the more concrete kind of landscapes that we've shot in throughout the day. And one final tip, when it comes to long selfie sticks, the stabilisation is good, but make sure there's not too much wobble, especially at the front end of the selfie stick where it's the lightest. So try and keep it as steady as possible and watch out for that whilst you're shooting. Hello! Oh, come here. The truth is, we're still not actually sure how this music video was shot. We've even sent a message to the editor-director Dexter Navy asking, but with little response. For our rendition of this effect, we chose to use a video editor and a plugin to create the final result. Of course, in Insta360 Studio, you can control the camera and speed to get similar results, but make sure that you pay attention to the tilt setting. A big difference that you may have noticed with our video is that we rotate horizontally and not vertically like you'll see in the ASAP Rocky video. That's because the camera picked up the person holding the stick, but as usual, all we needed was a longer stick. If you spin and crop it for a social post, for example, it solves that problem. That's for all this week. Wait. That is all for this week, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed our rendition of this effect from the ASAP Rocky video, and let me know what you thought of our attempt down in the comments, and if you have any other ideas that you'd like us to try, let me know down there as well. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss our weekly episodes here on Insta360 TV. Chase adventure, and I'll see you next week.